Not that I don't want you here. It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear.
Good morning, you guys. I'm just recording this really quick because something to look back on. Hopefully I'll be in a different state. Not state like physical state, but just like mind state. Sooner than later. So I just recently found out that I'll be adding to the children. Like, found out last night. And the only reason I found out is because we're going on a trip soon in like two weeks. Yeah, about 2 weeks. So I was just like trying to plan if my monthly friend would be on during the trip or not. And as I'm looking back at the dates, I'm like, my friend is supposed to be here right now. And it was like no signs of her coming. So I just ran out when I went out yesterday, picked up a test and took it later that night. I was going to wait to take it just because it's one of those things like, you know, but you don't really want to know until you really want to know. So anyway, I took it last night and yep, the 2 lines, so I'm pregnant. And my youngest is 3. My oldest is 12. So I have a 3-year-old, 5-year-old. She's about to be 6 in 2 weeks. And then 10 and 12. I was done having kids, y'all. Like, completely done. Didn't necessarily want to have any more. But neither one of us, my husband or I, finalized the deal. So it was definitely open to still happening. But we were just trying to be careful. Anyway, long story short, I'm very early on, so just making a video. I may upload this one day, I may not, but we'll see. Right now, my thoughts are, one, you know, I'm kind of not angry. Angry is not the word. Just like thrown through a loop. This wasn't on the schedule. Like, you know what I mean? I try to plan things for the most part, and this just wasn't in the plan. So it's just one of those things, like, you know, got a lot of things to consider and a lot of things to work out. So I'm there, but then I'm also like, okay, you know, babies are blessings, and trying to get to the happy phase of it. Because right now I'm still like overwhelmed and trying to set, like, just mentally setting into like, child, I'm about to have 5 kids. That's a lot. That's a whole basketball team. Like, a whole basketball team. Like, they don't need anybody else. Like, they can all play on a basketball team. That's a lot. So I'm just, and then I was like, my 3-year-old is about to be done with like daycare. Well, he has 2 more years of like, before he can go to kindergarten. So, you know, kind of like felt like, oh, no more expenses. And then my one child is going to kindergarten, but we paid for her to go to like kindergarten. I mean, she's going to 1st grade. We paid for her to go to kindergarten, but like we're dropping her for far as like expenses. We got her all out of the expenses, but like now it's like, okay, get one out and then you're adding another. I just feel like I can't catch a break. I just want a break. So I don't know. We'll see. But I think since this is for sure, like without a doubt, going to be my last child, because I'm scheduling the appointment prior to even having this child to get my tubes tied or burnt or whatever needs to happen. Yeah, this is for sure my last child. So I'm definitely I want to document this process. And I guess the good news is, this is the good news. I've had children in the hospital, birth center. I didn't enjoy my hospital experiences. I love my birth center experiences, but I can say I always wanted to have a home birth. So this child will definitely, or not definitely, but possibly give me the chance to experience actual home birth. So that's that. And with this, I just feel overwhelmed right now. I think that's why I can't get to like the uber super duper excited phase, because I'm just like in that overwhelmed phase. Let me move this up a lot. So I don't know. I think that's it. I don't know, but I am going to document the process. I don't know like how often. And I guess everything happens for a reason. I did want to, I know like last week or the week before I was talking about I'm going to be signing up for the gym because I want to lose 20 to 30 pounds. Child, I'm about to gain 30 to 40 pounds. So this is, I don't know. I think I am going to still sign up to the gym and try to be active. Obviously, I'm not going to get in there and, overdo it. But I am going to start moving a lot more. I'm older. I am 36 now. A lot older from when I had my other children. So I am definitely going to take a different approach also. Like when I had my other kids, I tried to be health conscious as far as like what I was taking in, but I ate whatever I wanted to eat for the most part. Pizza, sodas, chips, just whatever I was craving. I'm going to try to be a little bit more health conscious this go round and just exercise more, that type of stuff, just because that's what I want to do anyway. But now I have a reason to. Someone else is depending on me. So, yeah, I'll check back in with y'all later. Who knows if I'll even upload this or just keep this in my personal memory bank. But nonetheless, I will talk to y'all later. Good afternoon, you guys. I am about to go into my first ultrasound appointment. So I have this, hopefully y'all can hear me with the background noise, but I have this appointment because I have a history of ectopic pregnancies. So whenever I find out that I'm pregnant, they like to check to make sure it's not in my fallopian tube. So that's what I'm doing now. They're just doing a quick ultrasound, see if all is well, everything is where it's supposed to be. And that's it. So let's go inside and do that. Hey, mommy. And Lawrence is here. Say hi.
Hi.
I wanna be in your life until the night is over. I wanna hold you so tight, coming closer. It's been a hell of a ride, but every single moment you were there by my side. You make me feel when I don't know. You're there for my soul. Wherever you are, that's where I call my home. When I hear now, I'll be there.
She said it's measuring big, like 10 weeks, but it's only one, so that's good. I need to start looking up, like, into home birth.
I thought you were talking about this way, look up some more different mouthwashes, like some extra strength. That's that. His pregnancy is
Yeah,
doing
because daddy has it. Lawrence wants to use my
his
phone.
pregnancy is doing something with your breath. I think it's probably the hormone imbalance. Man, Lawrence, smell mommy breath. Does it smell good? Smell it.
Look.
It smells good, right?
Mm-hmm.
What does it smell like? Like puppy paws? What does it smell like? Roses? Yeah. You just want mommy's phone.
Hello, you guys. So welcome back. So what y'all just saw was my initial reaction to when I found out I was pregnant. And just looking, like I wasn't even sure if I was going to upload that video, which is funny. So just looking back, I can just tell like my mind state. I was just in a different mindset than I am now, because I'm just looking back like I was really confused. And I just could tell that I was kind of like down. And that just says a lot about how like time and, you know, how time changes things. So I don't feel like that, because I don't feel like that anymore. I don't feel overwhelmed how I was saying I felt before. I'm definitely less anxious. I do feel like I still need to figure out a plan, like how I'm going to manage, how we're going to manage 5 children. So I do still feel that way in regards to that, but I don't feel like overwhelmed by it. So my initial reaction was in August of last year. So that's September, October. So about 5 months ago. So I think I was about like 6 or 7 weeks at that time. And then now I'm about almost 7 months. Yeah, so just, that is just like a testimony to those who, like some people find out that they're pregnant and they're like, oh my God, this is exactly what I've been waiting for. Like, you know what I mean? And so that person's reaction is going to be a lot different than a person who was like finding out that they're pregnant and just like, what is going on? Like not knowing the next step. I kind of felt like that. Like I didn't know the next step just because it was such a surprise. I'm not going to say a surprise in that like there's no way that could have happened because the act was performed. So obviously it wasn't that much of a surprise. But we just were trying to be careful. So it was just like, wasn't expecting it. And it was just, we were actually having talks about like, you know, kind of finalizing the deal so that we wouldn't have any more children. But definitely in a different mindset now. We're excited about bringing, you know, this child into the world. And just, I kind of feel like with every child you experience different things. So whether it be, you know, like a child helps you to grow, a child like may motivate you. I just feel like with this child, although it was unexpected, it's kind of propelling me to do the things that I've always wanted to do. In a sense where it's like I don't know if you guys saw my last video or if it's going to be the next video, whatever the case is, but I've always wanted to be less busy and just like kind of slow down. And I just feel like where I am now, where we are now, this child is coming at a time that it's like, not even that like I want to slow down. It's like, no, you need to slow down. Like you have to slow down. Because, you know, having 5 children is more than just like a greater expense. It's definitely like, it entails a lot more than, you know, having 1 or 2 children. Not that 1 or 2 children is not a lot of work, because children in general are just a lot of work. But I just feel like once you have 5, you have to plan more. And I'm a planner, but sometimes I don't carry out my plans. I feel like this child is going to make me do all the things that I talk about doing all the time. So with that, like I was saying, like sometimes when we have 1 or 2 kids, you can kind of like wing it. Like you can kind of wing things. Like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner today. And I can go take the kids. We're going to go get 2, what is it called? 2 of the like 4 for $4 from Wendy's. And it's like $8, you know? But when you have 5, it's like, no, you better plan it out, because like it's going to cost you a lot more. And half the time the kids don't even want Wendy's, they want Chick-fil-A. So having 5 kids running through Chick-fil-A's drive-thru is like a $50, $60 thing, which is not something that, you know, my husband's in the background, as usual. Wendy's is expensive, but they have 4 for $4s. You're not getting 4 for $4 from Chick-fil-A. So anyway, like I was saying, from just having 5 children or a larger family, you have to plan. Like I feel like I have to plan more. So with that, that's what I'm going to do. I'm excited about it because I've been wanting, like I want to do this. Like I want to just have more consistency, because like we'll start something for like a week or 2 or 3 or a few months, and then it'll kind of trickle and die off or whatever. But I'm like really adamant about like having a routine now, and it's not even just for this one child, but it's just for everybody's greater good, So I really want to have I'm coming up with different plans to like have a good set routine. Just start like having healthier meals. We eat out more than I would like, but we also cook a lot too. So I'm gonna start cooking a lot more at home. So y'all know I'm gonna share that with y'all. So we'll definitely have some. I'll definitely be showing y'all like the meals and stuff. And just for those who have larger families, we're gonna be learning together. Just trying to meal prep for a larger family, and just some ideas for those who just want to meal prep in general. And sometimes I'm not even gonna say meal prep, because honestly, I'm not a meal prepper. Like, I don't like eating the same thing for 4, 5, 6, 7 days in a row. So we're gonna eat different meals. The meals are going to be prepped for the week. You know what I mean? So I may have like 3 or 4 different meals that I have on a schedule that I'm gonna make that week. But I'm not. I can't commit to eating the same thing every day. I just can't.
What you eating today?
My husband is wondering what I'm eating today, and I'm feeling like Chipotle. But anyway, wait a second. So like I was saying, matter of fact, Derek, it's great that you're here. Real quick, I'm recording a video about my initial reactions when I found out I was pregnant to how I feel now, or how I feel now, or how you feel now. So can you come on over? So
I'm gonna just go from back here. Please.
Oh my gosh,
I'm not appropriate. I'm not camera ready.
All right, we'll get closer to the camera so we can hear.
I'm not camera ready.
He's not camera ready, but Derek, how did you feel when we first found out we were expecting?
I feel the same way.
How did you feel then?
I'm like, oh, for real? Oh. All right. Well, I guess we got. I feel like it's all right. I guess we just got to move a little furniture around, but nothing really changing.
Okay. And then how do you feel now? The same way?
Now I just feel like, all right, we got about 2 months, 3 months.
Well, just later on, not, I guess.
I just feel like I'm trying to prepare myself for just trying to be able to sleep right now on my own time. And don't get me wrong, all the kids is different. Some of the kids like used to really sleep. Like I remember Langston would sleep the whole night. Like he put him down at 10, he's back up.
I remember the other day Derek went to work. Derek went to work and he was just saying how he was so tired and he can't even imagine when the baby gets here, like having to be up if the baby's up or whatever. So, but hopefully the dynamics will be in a way that you'll be able to rest. Hopefully I'll be well rested, and then, whatever, we can kind of switch out. But I'm glad that he came in, because that's a different perspective also. So how the men feel versus like the female, because I felt super overwhelmed and just like very anxious when I first found out. And I hate to use the word sad. Not sad. It wasn't sad. It was more so just like I was saying before, it wasn't a part of the plan. So it kind of like threw me off. Like, if you're on one track, like, okay, you feel this way, you got X, Y, and Z plan.
Because Lawrence was just at a point where he was...
Our youngest was about to be like transitioning to that like kindergarten phase. And, as parents, like we have multiple children. So we always feel like we have a daycare experience. We always have to like plan to go out and do things,
and we can't be about 1,800.
Yeah, so we felt like, we kind of felt like
I can get my Bentley.
All right, we kind of felt like he in the background screaming about Bentleys. So we kind of felt like we could start to breathe now, and we kind of can travel and do things. But you know what? How I feel now? I feel like, guess what? The baby's coming too, because we're still out. Like I think a lot in life we delay gratification to so much that we just aren't enjoying the present time. So that's not what I'm going to do anymore.
Or you just ain't put the work in to enjoy it. Like
no, but sometimes I know with me, I'll delay. But okay, once the youngest is 3 or 4 or 5, we can start traveling. It's like we can start traveling. Like
yeah. I don't know why you do that kind of stuff.
So I'm just saying, for me, I've always done that. Like, okay, once this is done, then we can do this. When in reality, hold on a second. When in reality, it can all be done. I don't know if is it concurrently, consecutively. It can all be done concurrently. So that's what I'm learning, and I just feel like I really feel excited and really like enthused about this because it's teaching me that like it's not all or nothing. You know what I mean? You can have all. You can have it all. That's it.
I think to be honest, I think we did more traveling in the building stages versus now, just because even like the last couple of summers, Logan been on this all-star team, like, and it's like,
I get it, but I think I'm talking about more so like the traveling that I'm talking about. Like I want to go to places. Derek's talking about we travel. I'm not gonna say a lot, but we travel. We travel every year, and we go to different places. But we're not traveling for like our personal, like, okay, I want to go here and visit this place and do this. We're traveling because our kids have activities, and then like we're traveling with the different teams. So with that, we're
talking about going different places. I'm just saying like just simple weekends. Like all right, we're going here. We're going to Poconos. We're going down to the beach. We're going here for the week. We're going here for a couple days. Every little break, but I feel like we're in a point where we kind of is at a place where we earn a nice amount to go on these good places as far as the time and like even this summer coming up, my daughter finally made this AAU team. So it's like I just feel like that's going to kind of hold it back a little bit.
Still, you're talking about traveling along with other teams. I'm talking about we playing. I want to start traveling like out the country and do different things and visit different sites. Not with the basketball team.
No, I'm saying that's preventing us from traveling because they are part of these teams.
I thought you meant we're traveling already.
No, I'm saying that at this time now we can go to these.
So he's saying places, that we still travel now.
It was on these teams that's hard to get on.
Okay.
And it's like it's like they worked hard to get on these teams, and then it's like. The higher you go, the more demanding they get, and it's kind of exciting for us to see our kids reach their goals making these teams.
But we know when these teams are going to be active, and we can plan around it.
It just sucks. Because to plan around it, you got to go during the school year.
Okay, well, we're going to be going during the school year. So listen, so this is the thing. So just Derek came in and distracted me. Sorry, you guys. But I just wanted to finish talking about like that, my initial reaction versus like how I feel now. And I think I did talk about it, and it's just for those who kind of like that's what I was saying. For those who are like, you find out that you're pregnant and you're super excited, congratulations, that's the best feeling in the world, right? But this experience, I can relate to those who found they were pregnant and were like shocked and didn't know the next step and didn't know which way to go. So I just want to say, give yourself some time. Don't make any like rash decisions, and because how you feel at week 6 could be, your situation could be totally different at week 20. So just enjoy the process, and you learn so much throughout this whole process, this whole journey. Just enjoy it. Try to slow down as much as you can so you can take it all in, and that's it. That's my initial reaction. That's how I feel now. If you guys, like I say all the time, if you guys have any questions, let me know down below. I will definitely get back to you. And until next time, you already know.
It's magic every time I look at you. I'm your